Welcome to this special episode of the Country Name Stories. I'm your host, Henry Kwepo, and today we're exploring the name of one of the most recognized nations in the world, the United States of America. Known as the land of freedom and opportunities, the United States is regarded as a symbol of democracy and liberty. But have you ever wondered how this great nation got its name? Its story begins with 13 colonies, a bold declaration of independence, and a vision of unity that still shapes the country today. In the 18th century, what we now call the United States was a collection of 13 British colonies along the eastern seaboard of North America. Each colony had its own government, economy, and identity, but they shared a common desire to break free from the British rule and create something new. On July 4th, 1776, representatives of these colonies came together to sign the Declaration of Independence, boldly stating their intention to form an independent nation. But how would they define this new nation? The name United States of America was chosen to reflect the unity of these 13 colonies. It emphasized the idea of coming together as one nation, while still respecting the individuality of each state. It was a name born of compromise and collaboration, a name that symbolized their shared vision of freedom, democracy, and self-governance. The phrase United States of America first appeared in an early draft of the Declaration of Independence written by Thomas Jefferson. It wasn't just a name, it was a statement of intent. The term state reflected the independent sovereign nature of the colonies, while united symbolized their collective strength. Together, these words encapsulated the balance between individuality and unity, a cornerstone of the nation's identity. And let's not forget the addition of America. This part of the name comes from the Italian explorer Amerigo Vespucci, whose travel along the New World's coastline led map makers to label the continent of North and South America in his honor. By combining United States with America, the founding fathers created a name that reflected both their local unity and their place in the broader New World. Now, since its founding, the United States of America has grown far beyond its original 13 colonies. Today, it's a union of 50 states, each with its own unique identity, but all united under the same principles of liberty and democracy. The stars and stripes of the American flag reminds us of this unity. The original 13 stripes representing the first colonies and the 50 stars symbolizing the states that make up the nation today. Through wars, struggles, and triumphs, the name United States of America has remained a powerful symbol of what this country stands for, a land where freedom and unity are celebrated, and where people from diverse backgrounds come together to build a better future. While the United States reflects the unity of its states, there is one unique part of the nation that stands apart, the District of Columbia, known today as Washington, D.C. Constitutionally, it's not a state, but a federal district established in July 1790 to serve as the permanent seat of the U.S. government. But why does the District of Columbia have such a distinctive name? Let's break it down. The district was named in honor of two figures who played pivotal role in America's identity. First, Washington honors George Washington, the country's first president, and a key figure in the fight for independence. His leadership during the Revolutionary War and his vision for a unified nation made him an enduring symbol of the United States. The Colombia part of the name pays tribute to Christopher Columbus, whose voyages to the Americas in the late 15th century set the stage for European exploration and eventual colonization of the New World. At the time, Colombia was a poetic name often used to represent the United States as a whole, much like Lady Liberty or Uncle Sam today. In creating a federal district, the founding fathers sought to establish a neutral ground where no single state could claim the capital as its own. This decision ensured that the government's seat would remain independent and accessible to all states, equally symbolizing the unity of the Union. Today, Washington, D.C. represents a testament of the balance between history and progress. It's a city filled with iconic landmarks like the U.S. Capitol, the White House, the Washington Monument, the Martin Luther King Monument, each representing the vision of a united and democratic nation. And while the District of Columbia isn't a state, its name, honoring George Washington and Christopher Columbus, connects it to the very foundation of the United States. The District of Columbia reminds us that names are more than just words. They are symbols of the ideals, leaders, and history that define a nation. The stories behind names like the United States and the District of Columbia reveals the vision and unity that build this nation. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the hidden histories of America's name. If you enjoyed learning about the origins of these names, be sure to subscribe and share this podcast. And if you are curious to explore more, check out the Country Name Game. It's a fun way to discover the fascinating meaning behind country names and dive deeper into geography and history. Visit www.countrynamegame.com to learn more. Thank you and happy Martin Luther King's Day.